Emotions are learning opportunities. July 16, 2013. Coping with negative emotions have always been a challenge for many dear souls. From the simple and common feeling of sadness to a deeper feeling of despair. Learning how to transmute those negative feelings for the most part were never taught, they were learned either by parent, caregiver or a person that works closely with the emotional side of human nature. We have also observed many dear souls try handling their emotions with prescribed medication from their physician, and some people may feed their emotions with either food or alcohol because they are trying to hide their emotions instead of trying to solve the underlying issue. Unfortunately, negative emotions come. There is no stopping them, as they are a part of your life and journey. What negative emotions are for you are warnings that somewhere a problem occurred, and through the negative emotional outburst or feeling that is presented speaks to you in quiet yet noticeable volumes that you need to take a deeper look at a situation or issue that you may have been avoiding. When your needs are not fully being met in a relationship and you feel your energy is being drained from it, your emotions come to you with negative self-talk and warnings that maybe it is time to look honestly and consider the future of the current relationship. And this, dear ones, can be evident in platonic, romantic, work, student-teacher relationships, etc. Listen to what your emotions are trying to tell you. Thanks to your emotions, you are provided with what you need to do in order to heal yourself. When you are experiencing negative emotions, listen to what they are saying. Negative emotions are your indicator that it is time to give yourself some love and compassion, to nurture yourself from the inside out. Each precious person on this fine global community all deserve love, compassion, respect and mercy. Even you. Never leave yourself out when you are feeling and thinking of love's healing rays and energy. You are equally important. Don't fear your emotions, even if they are unpleasant. Through them you gather more knowledge of yourself and of those around you. Don't feed your emotions any more than you already have, and create a simple misunderstanding into something larger than a mountain. See your emotions as opportunities to learn, to grow and to become more of your true self. When negative emotions arise, remind yourself they will pass. They are only temporary. It is up to you how long their visit is. Learn to manage your emotions so they don't overwhelm you and exhaust your whole being. By reminding yourself they will pass, it allows you to step back a little from creating more negative mental feedback that often becomes a loop that keeps you stuck within the negative emotion longer than necessary. When you are aware of your emotions turning negative, this is an opportunity to communicate with this part of yourself and ask this specific emotion, what is it you are trying to teach me? By acknowledging your emotion, sometimes a softening effect washes over you and the power of that emotion begins to ease. Even if the emotion still feels unpleasant, it has become easier to manage. It is quite common to seek a non-biased or non-judgmental friend or family member for support and guidance. Sometimes a good listening ear is what is needed to learn what it is the emotion has been trying to tell you. Many dear souls have a journal, and during the writing an uncanny feeling of knowing arrives regarding the teaching of the emotion. How clarity is achieved is all very personal and individual, but it does arrive. Remember, dear ones, when you are working through your emotions with another, it is important to vent healthily. They are your support, you are not there to harm them through your words or actions, and you are there to learn and to receive healing through the process. Healthy venting is when you seek an uninvolved person of your current issue or situation who can and will listen as well as acknowledge any discomfort you may be experiencing as a result. It is important to learn not to attack the person whom you are looking for support from. They are there for you. Love them as you love yourself. When choosing who you will turn to for support, make sure they will not chastise you and have the ability of fully listening and acknowledging your feelings. Just by the simple act of listening, which is so vital, you are able to have release of this emotion that has created so much negativity. You will discover important answers to the underlying issue that created the negative emotion. We also observe quite a few dear souls throw themselves into physical activity as a way to vent angry emotions. Physical activity has always been a good way to release pent-up emotions. Physical activity doesn't have to be strenuous. As long as you are moving and being active, you are in motion. Just by taking a walk you will feel better, and many times you will walk the emotion out and find release before you arrive back home. There are many ways for you to learn how to work through your emotions. It's finding the right one for you that will make all the difference. When you have asked your negative emotion why it is there and what is it trying to teach you, you may learn you need to make some necessary and important changes in your life. Listen well. Sometimes your emotions will tell you your support system is not adequate, which means you don't have someone to talk to that is supportive, comforting and trusting. This is your opportunity to create a way to make new friends. If your emotions tell you that you don't feel very lovable, then this is also an opportunity to create newer ways to feel lovable and deserving of love, because in our eyes every dear soul deserves to be loved and to feel their own love. Love cannot be truly given if you are unable to love yourself first. Changes that you wish to see in your life must begin with you. Get in touch with your inner self, discover and explore what it is you want to see, and make plans to attain each one step at a time. Once you become accustomed to listening to your negative emotions, you will recognize new and wonderful opportunities become available through the time you have given yourself to reflect. Consider the time you give to listening to the message from your negative emotions as time to meditate. Shift your energy and create new space that will permit new and positive energy to enter. Many solutions have been met through meditation, as well as through prayer. When you have reached a peaceful stance, you may find it necessary to express your emotions to the person that helped to create them. By sharing, you just may see before you a positive reaction from the other person, because clearing the air of discord is healing for all that is involved, and you may also discover that this person has had similar feelings. Through healthy communication, relationships are improved when you make the step to speak honestly and truthfully without the intent of blaming or accusing, simply telling. Together you will learn the necessity to discuss the issue at hand in a calm demeanor and acknowledge that both of you have feelings and emotions instead of always blowing up. Listen to your emotions before you make the step to communicate what you are feeling. Know when you are calm enough, where you are able to think clearly and not say something you cannot retract. Remember, once a word has been spoken, it cannot be erased. You are responsible for your words, actions, feelings, thoughts and will. Take your time learning what your emotions are telling you before you begin discussing them with the one that helped to create them. As soon as you have acknowledged the negative emotion, shift yourself gently towards more positive thoughts. Explore and discover ways that are nurturing and creates waves of happiness, such as gardening, drawing, cooking, and watching cartoons or a funny movie. If your negative thoughts stem from the departure of a loved one, either through death or moved away, give yourself the time to feel and to grieve. Honor the memories you have had together. Instead of thinking of unhappy moments, cherish the fond memories and allow your tears to flow. If the person has moved away, remember they have not left completely and communication is still a possibility. Discover ways that will honor your friendship and love to the one that has left through death or by moving far away. This is your journey. Your emotions are yours. There is so much to discover when you take the step to nurture and love yourself during the times your emotions are speaking to you. It is common to feel the need to feel your negative emotion, becoming one with it, to embrace it through gratitude for the knowledge you will gain as a result. Knowing it will pass and that it will eventually resolve on its own is comforting. Don't wallow in your negative emotions by giving them more of your personal power. Seek counsel from a trusted friend if your negative emotion has not left after a few days. It is never a weakness to seek help from another. It takes great strength to admit you need a little extra help. Admire your strength for the courage it provides you. You have overcome so much and you will continue to grow your character that is filled with incredible knowledge and wisdom. As you learn to transmute your negative emotions, life will open up and become more fulfilling and less mundane. Remember, you will always have instances, little bumps of emotional moments that will come your way, but you will accept them for what they are and listen to what they are telling you. Nothing is ever without a reason. Don't repress your emotions, Work through them and see them as friends, not foes, and see yourself blossoming into a happier and peaceful soul that we know you wish to be and can become. Great thanks to this dear vessel today for allowing me to enter her and share with you today. Know, dear ones, each day God does walk with you, He is there with you always. Even if you cannot see Him or feel Him, He is there. You are never alone on your journey, you are in the company of God and He loves each of you equally and incredibly. And so it is. I am Elohim Arcturus through Julie Miller. www.ascensionearth2012.org